I figure that, well, actually, since I'm observing it and I'm aware of it, uh, it means I'm aware of more data, right? So the more data that you're aware of is actually a measurement of how much light you're running. The more light you're running, the more data you're running, which essentially means you're spinning it like a vortex, right? Um, I encouraged, actually, what I did is I simply shared information about when somebody asked me a question, what's that stuff? What is that stuff you're putting in you? That's spirulina. Well, what does that do? Increases the rate of data. That's information, right? Yeah, information processing. You know, you're a computer terminal, right? You got an antenna? I'm a radio transmitter. So I'm picking up with my antenna all the data. It's translated electromagnetically, right? So you got a stereo sound receiver, right? And you got a stereo broadcaster. Yep. Okay. So you're processing data that's in the field. That field is information, data, mapping the terrain, right? Yeah, we're mapping all the data. So we're aware of all the data. So the more data that you're aware of, the more you're aware of. So the faster you're going, the more data you're processing. Right? Yeah. So that allows you to whip a demon, doesn't it? Yep, because they don't process as much data as we do. Right? So you're your own computer. You're running your own node in the network. Neurotransmitters are the most powerful transmitters of data, which you're aware of. The information, the electronic information, which is electronic data. So I just saw a great video, although it's painful, obviously, put up by Dr. Robert O. Young. And you want to know what the title of that video was? War on Women's Breasts. A war against a woman's boob? Yeah. You know, it's pretty simple to break down how demons in skin suits come after real humans with a soul and have spirit. And you want to know what it's based on? Lack of light, which is lack of knowledge, which is lack of data. They're not aware of, we got breast cancer. Okay, well then that would justify the need for a mammogram machine, right? Yeah, it would. See, your sense of, yeah, this is how they twist things. If I'm going to get breast cancer and I don't want to get breast cancer, you will be able to detect it in me by using radiation. In other words, the level of twistedness that exists between your consciousness and them is so bent and reverse and inverted that people just are not able to figure it out because they somehow, as a result of lack of light, trust the information giver that, hey, they're looking out for you. When in fact, everything that they do is meant to kill you off and cause you suffering. Okay? All I have to do, this is real simple, okay, is put things into you that cause fungus to grow. Okay? In which now you get cancer. Well, how can I make something like that happen? How do I put this? You got a television set, right? Next thing you do is you see an advertisement for Coca-Cola. Give it a fancy jingle with some really artistic cartoons. Oh, and you're emotionally attracted to it. And then they use fancy words to go, wow, feel better with a Coke. Oh, feel better with a Coke. Now you can put that poison in you, right? Grow some fungus in you. And then they're going to say, whoa, I'm not feeling well. Something's going on with me. Well, they hit you with more radiation, okay? And they make money off making radiation machines, okay? And now all of a sudden you're getting higher doses of more radiation, right? That'll help grow that fungus, right? And then they say, hey, guess what? You got a tumor. in your head, your boob, wherever it is. And guess what? Oh, we need a higher tech machine to detect it early. Well, at the same time, they're poisoning you. Actually, you're poisoning yourself. That is making money for the mammogram makers. So the mammogram makers, they have an investment. They're putting money into those mammograms, so you know that they're going to want to get a return on that, right? So how do they get a bigger return on a mammogram? Figure it out. So in other words, the entire system that everybody's consciousness is connected to is meant to do what? Harvest energy, harvest electrons, harvest electricity. That comes in the form of what? The money that comes from you as a result of working for them. So you're working for something that's trying to kill you off. Okay? And you're paying them to do it. That's called self-suicide. Okay? And that's why the whole system has to collapse on itself. Like all of a sudden the light just went out. They're gone. The light just came back on. Where'd they go? They're gone. Everybody that's here is showing love and service to others so we can all thrive. Look at the new technologies that are out. These technologies don't harm you. They repair you. They bring you back, restore what it was that was lost as a result of having a relationship with something that's trying to kill you off. Feed on your soul. They're legions. Okay? And then we have the Silver Legion. Big difference. Colloidal silver, you're in a war against vampires, demons. Okay? Lord of the Rings, Saturn's rings, Satan, the Seal of Solomon, Rothschild's Ring of Solomon, Book of the Dead, right? Conjuring evil spirits. Go read the Book of the Dead. See how they do it. Spirit cooking. Okay? In other words, these are monsters, Frankensteins. You have Frankensteins in your universities. You have vampires in your universities. You have demons in your universities. Okay? That's why I walked out after they gave me the last diploma. Okay? And realized that I'm not going to give you any energy. I'm not going to participate in what it is that you do. I came in here to collect data. Okay? Get a seat at your table someday and show you everything that you're doing against Mother Earth, my spiritual mother, all of the children that are here that represent Mother Earth,